Hello everyone, how are you doing? I am your host Malgaris. Welcome back to the fourth competitive challenge Femme Fatale. Let's see with which woman we're opening things up, shall we? And it looks like we're opening up with a spooky game once again. Let's get to it. Alright, let's get things started on Battlegrounds. Good luck and have fun, enemy player. Extend you, there we go, sell you off. And get our fourth mine as quickly as we can. Once the mine is out, we can go for some other stuff. They're opening up a workshop, which means they're probably rushing some strong technology out. So I gotta keep that in mind. Gonna sell you off, which also indicates a big possibility they're going for missiles. That's the advantage of going for an armory, is that you have some dedicated anti-air options. But as for us, right now, it's very important that we simply slowly and steadily build up. By not delaying our mine. Very important. It's good to know. I'd argue that opening up with technology is pretty risky. But everybody has their playstyle in that regard. Because they now have their buttons out. Which is a tad late. There's a specific build I'm missing, which is very much the case. Lost different options in forts. Aggregate center, yeah, they're going for some good old fashioned rushing. Sell you off. Then go and do some basic harassment. I think an EMP should do some serious damage. Because I don't see any anti-air options just yet. I can sell this off for now. It's time to extend over here. Also get a third turbine. And don't forget my storage for my laser that I can pop out as soon as I can. And they're playing Seep. Alright. We know the drill. And they know the chill. Not sure how long that missile silo, or it has just been built. When EMP builds slightly faster, so we're going to take full advantage of that. And they're also, yeah, they're building multiple swarm missiles. And the good thing is that they come from the bottom, so you can just put these over here, or flags, and they'll do what's necessary to win me the game, or to at least delay their swarmation. Delay their swarmation, I'm not saying. No, it's very normal that my laser build has been delayed. That was bad. Alright, there you go. I just get these doors real quick. Flags, not very strong against howitzers, but they are very strong against... Good pacing, good pacing. Not very strong against howitzers, but very strong against missiles like that. I'm being harassed, which I don't appreciate very much. Also, I could have built my laser a bit earlier, but I had my hands full with some cool fashion swarming. Also very good pacing, so... Okay, thank you for the help. Appreciate that a lot. Oh, with 6 mana economy, we can afford some good stuff, can't we? Mommy, I want the extra toy from the toy store. Well, honey, we got 6 mice at home, aren't you? Look. Uh oh. That's a warhead. That's a big no-no. That's fine though. Something to note about Seep warheads is that they burst with little swarm missiles. Like with Shockenaugh. And one lone missile made through. Good one. Metal up, cowboy. Ooh. Good one. Oh my g- This version just busts on my laser tag. Okay, but they are armoring up pretty quickly, so I gotta be careful. That's why I lose the game. Miniguns, eh? It's good to know. Okay, it looks like this laser just became my ticket to... Oh, come on, really? You want to finish yet? No, you don't. Come on, finish. Please finish. There you go. We're in for a world of pain now, friends. Good, this laser will help me stabilize. It will not win me the game, not even by a long shot, but sure as heck's gonna buy me some time. Nice try. See ya. Yeah, they are at a decent disadvantage, just to seal the deal. Those warheads are fast and scary. That was a bit of a misser. That's fine. Oh yeah, right. They took out my factory. Well, it's time to pivot. When you get to an argument, just pivot. Slowly strip off that technology. There we go. Wait for a moment and slice these off. Well, that was a bit... Oh, I accidentally shut my own door. Nice. Just make sure it's a bit more stable over here. There we go. Something to remember about anti-air is that, I mean, warheads, is that it's an inevitability. It is not a surefire way to maintain a defense. Now the chances of them getting through are very low, but they are not 0. Not having turbines does make my odds a little bit better. There we go. They build another sniper, good on them. But I think it's also time for us to finish this game up. There we go. Just a couple rockets should do the trick. You know, damage maintenance and such. Good one. Bum, bum. Oh, no need to scare me like that, Mr. Forts. There you go, that should buy me a little bit of time. Just gonna do, just start to this. I feel better when I put 2 guys on 2. I gotta put 2 guys on 1, and put 2 guys on 2. Wait. Smoke launch, why not? Preventing those pesky repairs will help me out a lot. Rocket power. Yeah, we should wrap things up pretty soon. Almost there. Oh, that's a deep smoke. Call me Mr. Deep Smoke. GG. That buzzsaw was scary. Oh my gosh. When it hit over there, I was like, oh my god, I may not have a reason to fight back, or may not have a way to fight back if I lost my laser over there. So they had some pretty good gameplay. Alright then, that was only the first game of the day. How exciting. Let's move on to the second one. And the second one will be playing as Architect. Alright then, let's get to it. Alright, once again Battlegrounds. Good luck and have fun, new player. Good thing about Architect is stuff that she builds is a bit cheaper, so I'll have more leeway in our errors. They're the opening of 2 turbines, very nice. I'm just gonna wait out for a little moment and see if I can get my 4th mine out, then my technology, then my 5th mine. That should make transitioning to lasers a bit easier and allow some room for harassment. There we go. see. Alright, they're selling off. They're transferring into boot weather. Come on, don't be shy now. Thank you. Let's wait for a moment over here. There we go. Interesting. Not 100% sure what they're doing, but it's gonna be interesting. Not seeing it. What are you doing? Tell me a story, mister. What is your fort doing? What are your plans? Do you plan on destroying me? Do you plan on building something else? Do you plan on being a very, very bad person? So many possibilities. And so little time. Okay. Just gonna grab. Build town. Get you out. Another battery. Okay, that should be more enough storage for an opening laser. The things are about to get real fun. Bulking up, I see. Bulky man. Love the bulky plan. Heck yeah. Hit the core. Nothing there yet, I see. Hit a mine, that's good. One more missile, and I'm gonna sell you off. You see, it's very good. Did very well for me. Okay, at least know that their energy income isn't too laid out there. Which I'll use to my advantage, of course. Laser number 1. Wah wah wah. That was the most bootleg warrior life I could have mustered. And a firebeam. Uh-oh, somebody's upgrading. I don't like that. That'll probably be a scare shot player, because they're about to scatter their shots all over the place. That's why I love Architect for a lot of little spaces. It's just cheap to build with her. Nothing too much hassle. Just some good old fashioned building. Alright then, let's see how strong you are. Pretty darn strong. Good to know. Didn't see that one coming. Nice one. Good pacing as well. Please hit. Oh, you could have gone a second shot in there. Don't be shy now. That might become an AP sniper actually. Uh-oh. Ah, frick. Well, ain't that the Doorsnipe of the century. GG. I knew Rocket Pacing was in their regards. I have played this person before and they play very, very well. However, I do want to stroke my ego and see it shot again. One. Double bottom bed is too greedy. GG. Alright then. One intense game. Might have looked at it, was very short, but it was quite intense. I love playing against those types of opponents. And that was the second game of the day. Let's move on to the third one. It looks like our third game will be playing a Phantom game. Let's get to it. Alright then, after 2 long games of Battlegrounds, we're here to ride a couple of elephants. Welcome to Elephants. Sell you off and get these turbines out. And let's get the show on the road. Of course, oh, that's a bit early. That's fine. Better early than never, right? Anyways. Love the soundtrack on this map. My opponent's probably going for some technology as well. I hope not playing that Firebird player because they're very strong. Actually, I do hope they're playing a Firebird player because I feel a bit more prepared right now than I was before. But of course the video will determine if that's true, yes or no. Love this team. There you go, pop you down. Extend you. Pull you, and that should connect. Right here. Perfect. While you're building up, I'm gonna get these turbines out. Now, It's a pretty greedy build, and I see a couple of weaknesses. One being it's very susceptible being burst out very early on and ruin my game. But I am willing to take the risk. If I'm going Ha, I gotta fall from Ha as well. That's the deal. Put you down. Put you down. And put you down. There we go. Now we wait to build up. We get our own technology out. Don't see any anti-air measures. Measurements just yet. Measures. It's not measurements. Measurements is how you measure things. Don't see any anti-air measures. So just come slowly build up my economy from here on. Oh, well. You guys are already finishing up. Always base my mind space goes to the last one I built. I don't build them into succession that can kind of disrupt my pacing. So 55%, let's go. A beautiful hit. Stay strong, take out the anti-air. And slowly build up over here as well. Good, taking out the turbines will help me out a lot. Also repairing those resources. There we go. Good reflex. You don't have any anti-air to disposal by this instance. Sandbags also do the trick very well. That's very good on them. As for me, it's time for me to reinforce my front, make sure I don't get eliminated like this. There we go. Good defense, good defense. Put you down. And diversify weaponry. Let's see if it's viable to upgrade to heavy mortars. If so, that would be ideal. If not, I'll have to manage. There we go. Put you over there, sell you off. Great. Things are going very, very well right now. Ooh. Wonder what you're building up to. Actually, I don't believe I want to know, because I want to take it out first. It seems that this remains uncontested for now. This means there's actually a decent place for a howitzer. Now think about howitzer. There we go. There we go. Yeah, music's kicking up. That means you're in danger. Ooh, I'm hitting something. Well, yeah, to get these homes them out. That was risky. Come on. I'm not getting done in by a single 20 mil, right? That'd be humiliating. Oh. Whew. Thank goodness. Oh. Decided to build my other weaponry. And maintain damage dealt. Thank goodness for the upgraded mine. I did take significant damage though. Can't forget about that. If they got 220 mils firing at once, I would have been done for. Just no questions asked. Damage output was significant enough. The damage output was significant enough. There we go. Give some pressure on the front. There we go. Let's work up to some stronger weaponry. We're already breaking up to a howitzer. Also, just to disincentivize him taking unnecessary risks, I'm gonna metal up. I should also probably aim a little bit better. There we go. 55%, that's a good starting point, but we need more. We need more. I want more. They are really honed in on those sandbags, aren't they? Oh, they got production to support it though. Oh well. Howie is almost ready to go. Slightly less powerful, especially for you. Ooh, that was way too, yeah. Bit too powerful, but it did force him to surrender apparently. GG. Well, sometimes only warning shot is necessary in those kind of situations. What a good game. Those 20 mils are very scary. My defense were not adequate. I should have shielded up, but hindsight's 2020. Unlike these glasses, which will be replaced very soon. Alright then, that was the third game of today. Let's move on to the fourth one. Between Shockenaugh and my darling Firebird. It looks like we'll be playing as my darling Firebird. Let's get to it. Alright, welcome back to Spirals, my favorite map out of the bunch. Now, if Firebird things will be a little bit different, and by a little bit different, I mean they're going to be completely the same. I'm going to open up with incendiary mortars, they're opening up for good turbine positioning, and that's how we're going to do it. So first up, get you out. Get a second turbine out, make sure the energy is nice and producing. And then let's move out. This does feel a lot like you're in the very early stages of some sort of campaign. Like a skirmish match or something like that, like in Forts. But like the very, very early stages. You can argue it in vanilla, you've got some storage, you got some decent infrastructure. Right here, it's basics. It's really freaking basic. That's okay. Sometimes those maps are also necessary because you can see a big gap in skill between the players that know how to open up and players that don't. I don't know how to open up. Just gonna be honest with you. That's not my forte. As you can see. I'm however a quite accurate player, I would say for myself. Here, look at me. Humble bragging. But I believe that's also where my strongest point ends, I believe. I think I'm very accurate. Building structure, not my strong suit. I can, however, harass them, which is lovely. %. There you go. Something like that, yes. I want to take out those turbines. They don't deserve life. Go. Things are picking up. Love to see that. So it's time to expand downwards and also get some more stuff out. Also, installing this place over here will be pretty nice. Let me tell you. Oh, is that an AP sniper? Oh, quite quirky indeed. Oof. Oh. Alright then, Armadillo. Good to meet ya. Okay, slightly higher this. Not a problem. That's a bit quirky. Nice upgrades. GG. Yeah, that was a hot, flaming mess of mortars right there. At the air defense is good. Missed a couple of times to get the bus out. They got some more of their production. But in general, I'm pretty content with how things went down. Alright, it could have expanded a bit more, but I don't believe. I saw a path to victory that did not include necessarily a fifth mine at that very moment. If they would have fired back and they've taken cold mortars, I would have needed a fifth mine to complete. But that was thankfully not the case. Alright then, and that was the fourth game of today. So let's cap things off with a good old fashioned Shockenaugh game. Alright then, after the battlegrounds we spiraled our down onto the elephant and now we're landing at hang time. Good luck and have fun, I'm player. I wasted time doing the intro instead of doing my builds. The doofus I am sometimes. Alright then, let's get this show on the road. Of course, Shockenaugh, known for having cheaper batteries and also using weapons when they're not supposed to be used, like using fire beams as lasers. Yep, 5 lasers or turning your 20mm can into a can projectile temporarily. Very powerful, very dangerous, and I love her for it. I do have a knack for dangerous weapon, especially when they can place in explosive barrels. My opponent is going for some good old fashioned expanding over there. I'm gonna build them a very cheap battery. Then it's time for some mining. There we go. Keep it down over there. Ooh, nice turbine. Well, I've got some weird fingers right now. These two EMPs will help out quite a lot. Oops, not ideal. But it's fine. That's not some ideal placement either. They're being very protective of those turbines. Not sure if it's worth neglecting the rest of your fort, but I like those. Their economy though, very, very strong. I hope you don't mind losing a couple of those. Good one. Good reflexes. That just means I have to switch targets, right? Oh. What you building over there, my friends? Somebody's building some nice stuff over there. That's some anti-air if I've ever seen one. Come on, don't be shy now. I need you to become very, very unshy. Yeah. Fine, I'll do it like this. You're gonna be so difficult. Wait for a moment. Sniper's exposure is just kind of risky, but that's fine. At least for now it's fine. Great. That's good impact. They're losing ground. Slowly but surely. Hey, keep surely out of this. Sorry. I'm also hitting the turbines. That's also very nice to see. And hitting turbines is a place you want to be. I believe they surrendered. GG. Ooh, an architect player. Alright then. Dang. There was actually some salt out the air, but I believe my accuracy was just very, very nice this game. Let me just hit one again. Yeah. Very nice composition though. I do love how they have like their turbines all the way. And I was just very close to my firepower. Not sure why that didn't fire. It had the opportunity to do so. They gave up. Fully understandably so. Unfortunate. Ooh, I'm tippy toe as well. Alright then. GG. I believe those were 5 wins today, which makes me a very, very happy person. That does still mean I have to 1 minute and 54 seconds of blanking. Let's get to it. Alright, and that was 1 minute and 54 seconds of blanking. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked what you saw, why not like the video and subscribe for more content. That is all. I am your host Mal Garris and I'll see you next time. Bye.